Today is the first day of the Great Lock-In for 2025. It is September 1st, and you're gonna lock in starting today until the end of the year to completely change your life. And as somebody who's done this before and completely changed my health, my finances, my relationships, I wanna give you some tips to get started. I'm gonna tell you right now, you can absolutely change your life by the end of the year. The most important thing for you to realize is that even though September 1st through December 31st is a linear line in the calendar, your progress is not going to be linear. The next tip is to figure out what area of your life you really want to focus on the most. If you try and focus on everything at once, you're going to get overwhelmed. You only have so much time in the day. So think about it this way. On a scale of 1 to 10, how happy are you right now? Whatever that number is, what will it take you to get from this number to one higher? So if you say right now you're a 7, what is it going to take you to get from a 7 to an 8? It's going to be better health. Health is your focus. If you say it's to get into a relationship, relationship is your focus. If it's to make more money, money is your focus. The next tip for locking in is to do it every single day. Whatever habit you're creating, you want to do it every single day. It's actually easier to create a habit that you do daily than the one that you do 2-3 times a week. Because once you get into the habit of doing something, you don't want to miss a day. But it's also really important that you meet yourself where you are. You're focusing on health, and you want to go from sitting on the couch all day watching Netflix to running a marathon. You will absolutely give up if you decide you're going to go from today sitting on the couch and then tomorrow running your first 10 miles. The habit is not to all of a sudden run 10 miles a day. The habit starts with putting on your running shoes every single day. During this period, it's not about doing the same thing every day. It's about starting a habit that's going to move you towards your goal. Meet yourself where you are and build upon it. The next tip is to surround yourself with people who are like-minded. The one thing that I found is when I am the most successful is actually when my relationships start to break apart. And sometimes that feels really painful, but it's actually happening for me, not to me. Because if people don't want to do the things that you want to do, be on the wavelength that you are, vibrate at the frequency you're looking to vibrate at, that's just going to create conflict. My next tip is one that has really helped me throughout the years. And that is to start focusing on habits you're going to remove before the habits you're going to add. It's because it's easier to remove a habit than add a habit. So for instance, you're trying to make more money. Instead of focusing on how am I going to make $10 more a day, think about the areas where you're spending money unnecessarily. Or if you want to lose weight, instead of focusing on how can you burn an extra 500 calories a day, think about the areas where you're unnecessarily adding calories. My last tip for today, but I'll be giving more in the future, so follow along, is to not give up if you miss a day. Things happen. Life happens. But you need a recovery strategy. So if one day things don't go the way that you wanted it to, you figure out how you're going to make it happen for the next day. Let me know what you're locking in for the rest of this year. Let's do this.